Welcome to my newest YouTube video. I'm commercial free, of course. And this is about our recent trip to Bali. There's going to be more than one video, so please hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with the other ones. And of course, we left Cebu to fly, change planes in Manila and get to Bali. And Cebu Airport is large, it's modern, it just feels very nice. And we got to Manila, and wow. In the big room full of seats and people sitting in the seats, and a separate room we got the last two seats to wait for transfer to the main international terminal. And there's a lot of people there. It just had a very crowded feeling, like the women's restroom had a line out in the hallway, the men's one had a line inside there, and the gate we were supposed to have had other places, and eventually they told us it was somewhere else after all. But then we ended up getting into Bali about midnight, and things just seemed nicer there in a lot of ways. I should mention that the Manila airport was closed about 2 days before we got there due to the volcano, so things may have been extra busy just trying to catch up from that. The immigration line was certainly the biggest, longest, and slowest I have ever had to deal with. On our trip, we were gone a little over 2.5 weeks, and we stayed at 6 different places. So that gives you an idea of what different places are like in different parts of Bali, what places are like to stay at, and what the cost is and stuff. And first we went to Kuta, partially because it's close to the airport, so we're getting in late, we wouldn't have a really long drive, and partially just because it's supposedly the party, noisy place. We thought we'd see that first, then go to nicer, quieter places. We were in Kuta the first 3 nights, and while we were there, we stayed at the Ayu Lily Garden Hotel. It came highly recommended by the Lonely Planet book. The room for 2 of us, including breakfast for 2, came to like $21 a night. It had a nice pool, almost too warm to swim in, but just about right. One thing to mention is we were there during the rainy season, which is the slow season. So what happens, supposedly you can just show up and get a room and often get a good discount, but if you come in the busy season, you may have to book things months and ahead of time. Overall, it was a pretty quiet place to stay. Our room was a ways off the street, and the street's actually pretty small, so we didn't really get much noise. It was comfortable and nice places to lay in the sun if you wished. It was right next to the Sheraton Hotel, which cost about 15 times as much per night. But we liked it. The only thing is that it was a bit of a walk to the beach. And the roads there in that area, like alleys, are narrow. Like a car could fit well. 2 motorcycles could sort of pass each other, but if you're walking and cars are going by, or cars and motorcycles, it's sort of going to get in the way. This is a little view of what our room looked like. It was basic, nothing fancy, but it was a nice, plenty of room, plenty of space. We were happy there. It had a lock box to lock things in. We decided to take a walk towards the beach. There's plenty of good places to eat, and a lot of them were really good. Next to big places to eat, the biggest industry seems to be massages, and maybe more places for that, and tons of places if you want to get tattoos. Hi. Morning. We bought a power converter so we could charge our phones from this guy. We saw this place to eat, and it looked very nice to us, so we thought we'd go in and have lunch. We were happy with the menu. It looked good. I had a really nice zucchini omelet in there. They really try to focus on having healthy items. This is their menu, one side. and then the other side. And this is my zucchini omelet. This is Rabina's lunch. As we got towards the beach, across the street from the beach was the Beach Walk Mall, which is actually a nice fancy place. Maybe about the only mall we saw on the whole island, where we were, at least on our own feet. It had a lot of nice things, nice design, places to eat, food to get. Typical, like a nice upscale mall. Then we crossed the street and went to the beach. It's all sand beach and it's a long miles long. That's sort of what made the place popular and famous. This amazing beach. The next day we took another route to the beach, just took a different direction to see variety of the other places there. And we went to some shopping areas. Hi. There are plenty of shady areas along the beach. We wanted to sit in the shade out of the sun and ask some guy, well, how much is it to use a chair? Just buy something, a bottle of water or anything. His wife and family lives on another island. He works here, sends the money back. He's only had a chance to see them once in the last couple of years. But it's a beautiful place to be in. It is warm there. It does seem warmer than Cebu. It's more like Bangkok, and even near the water. Since it was a bit of a walk to the beach, our priority for the next place was to get somewhere a lot closer to the beach so we wouldn't have to walk as far. We knew it would cost more, but overall it's always worth it to be in the best location.
Oh, a lot of tourists here. Yeah, from different countries, right? So you have already friends from other countries?
Yep.
Places across the street from the beach. We decided to have lunch at the Sheraton Hotel. It was right next to where we were staying. They do have a fancier pool than where we're staying, but we were the only ones in our pool, so it didn't really matter too much. The food was very good, more than some of the cheaper places there, but a lot less than it would be in California. Other street scenes on buildings in the area near where we were staying. For dinner, we found a place nearby. It was actually food was very good, very reasonably priced. Simple basic salad, very good price, and a full meal also. So we enjoyed eating in Indonesia. There was like an abundance of good quality, healthy food. Then we arrived at Canggu and Echo Beach, which is Bali's hippest and fastest growing area. The door to our unit is right beyond the pool. In fact, we're the only other unit downstairs, and there are 2 units upstairs for a total of 3 units with 1 swimming pool and a lounge area. We found that very nice, very quiet. And this is our room, very spacious. Yeah, this was like $41 a night for 2 people, with a bigger breakfast, more fruit and other stuff. But it was closer to the beach than where we were at Kuta. As we headed towards the beach, we found a nice place to have lunch. They had a nice menu and good food and nice drinks. And then we got to Echo Beach, which is known as a great surfing beach. The waves weren't too big, but there were areas where people were surfing. Just a beautiful, peaceful place. Some areas there was some dark sand. Just different places are different. And then we found a place to eat called Penny Lane. It's sort of where the beautiful people hang out. Great menu, great food, great energy, and nicely done. Instead of trying a lot of places, we ended up coming back here a lot. This is some of their menu. You can see what they have. We tried many of their things. Their coconut waters they have are very good. As are their smoothies and juices. They do a very good job. This is the breakfast that's included with where we stayed for our $41 a night. Back to Penny Lane and some of the delicious things we had there. This is a view from the upstairs area at Penny Lane. Another VW bus converted into a food truck. Little market just off the street. In fact, you'd hardly see it from the sidewalk except for the entrance. They had a nice variety of local things there. They did a fashion shoot at Penny Lane one time when we were there with a couple of models and various outfits they tried on. My wife is a big fan of their coconut water there. I certainly enjoyed the papaya bowl. It seemed like a special treat. We enjoyed the clear water of the swimming pool where we stayed. There was a climbing gym nearby. Sunset. The tiny sign for the Villa Love Show where we stayed, and then you can see it's a little bit of walk off the road down the pathway there, so it's a very quiet place. These are some of the rice fields still around. Then off to the next place. Hi. Although there's a lot more videos of the Bali trip, I did want to mention leaving with the airport. There's one thing I did that I guess you look back, it seems stupid, but at least better to warn you. So basically we checked 2 bags from Bali, and the lady said, so I said, where are we going to get the bags? They will be in Cebu. You'll pick them up in Cebu. Okay. And I was really doubtful because usually you go through immigration in Manila. So I asked again, where are they going to get the bags? Where do you get them? Oh, you'll pick them up in Cebu. They'll be waiting for you there. So somewhere I trusted her against my better judgment. And then we flew to Manila to change planes. Got there like 4 in the morning or something. And then while we were waiting in the domestic terminal, before 6 a.m. it was already a mob scene. I could hear a speaker announcing, calling my name. So I went to check that out. And they said, well, you did not claim your bags in Manila, so they are not here. And when you get off claiming, it's not like it's one airport, it's another. You have to get a transfer. It takes a long time to get there, and our flight was coming up pretty soon. They said, well, wait, someone will come and will give you some forms to fill out. And I waited. They never called me, so I went, asked someone else. I said, we'll go to table or line, counter 20, which is for problems. You have to go outside the security you've already gone through, and there's a line of 20 or 30 people with problems that never get solved. So I had to sort of assert myself, go around the line and get somebody in the back. And they said, yeah, someone will come with the forms. And they actually did. And I signed like the customs declaration and another release for the baggage. And at that point, I thought, there's not enough time for them to get them back to the other terminal, to get them here, because he had to take them there by hand. We weren't going to get our bags. But fortunately, our flight was delayed for a while, enough time so when we got to Cebu, our bags were there waiting for us. And please hit the subscribe button so you can follow the rest of my trip. And also hit the like button if you like that. I love to get a few likes now and then.